Hey folks, we just got done riding BMW's new 2021 R18 Classic. This is a twin-cylinder heavyweight cruiser in the likes of the Bar and Shield brands Heritage, Special, and the Indian Motorcycle Company's Super Chief. Now, BMW Motorrad is new to the American cruiser segment. This is the second iteration of its heavyweight twin-cylinder bike that follows up the original R18, which we test rode earlier last year. Let's start with the engine. Obviously the gigantic 1802cc Boxer twin. That is the crown jewels of this R18 Classic. And look at this power plant. This engine is absolutely stunning. It looks like a casing of just power. There is nothing around the engine that looks silly. There's no wires hanging out. It is a very clean looking powertrain. I love that BMW has been building its air-cooled Boxer twin for over 90 years. I really appreciate companies that have heritage and pay homage to where they've been while simultaneously elevating the technology platform. Now, even though this Boxer twin configuration is 90 years old, it benefits from a modern ride-by-wire throttle. The throttle response on this motorcycle is excellent. BMW offers 3 combined throttle response modes. We have rock, roll, and rain. I can't tell much of a difference between rock and roll, but it's nice that BMW allows the user to tweak the throttle response. I leave it in rock, full power mode. That is what I like. I really like the power pulses of this 1802cc Boxer twin. You can literally feel the gargantuan 4-inch pistons just going ba-dum, 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 ba-dum inside the engine. It has a really nice character, a beautiful exhaust note, a beautiful engine note that just is awesome. I love twisting the throttle on this motorcycle. I am more of a sport motorcycle kind of guy. I love sport motorcycles and sport dirt bikes and anything sport. And even though this isn't necessarily a sport motorcycle, because the engine has so much charisma and so much character and so much raw visceral feel with those 4-inch pistons, I just love it. I love twisting the throttle on this motorcycle. It makes me happy. Let's move to the chassis. At just over 800 pounds, this motorcycle is no featherweight. It's got a huge heavy engine. It is a very heavy motorcycle at a stop. But when the 16-inch wheels are in motion on this bike, you'd be amazed at how maneuverable. You'd be amazed at how responsive the chassis is. A little bit tug on the handlebar and the motorcycle goes right where you want it. Obviously, the width due to that opposed engine, that makes the motorcycle a little bit cumbersome when navigating through dense traffic, but that is the only gripe. This is a very nimble motorcycle for an 800-pound bike. I love the Bridgestone Battle Cruise H50 tires. These tires have great grip. The 16-inch front wheel, I like that it's smaller. It just aids in the maneuverability of this vehicle. Triple disc hydraulic brakes keep speed in check. All 3 brake calipers are a 4-piston design. This bike has a good amount of stopping power. I like that the back brake is nice and sharp and responsive. Of course, being an 800-pound cruiser, you're still gonna have to tug on that brake lever to really get things slowed down, but it has good stopping power. There was a moment where a car pulled out in front of me very quickly and I had to jam on these brakes, and I was happy I was riding a heavyweight cruiser with a dual disc front brake setup because it allowed me to stop. If I only had a single brake disc, I would be a little bit more scared in those emergency type situations. I really like the comfort factor on this bike. The seat It's not the widest, but it is relatively long and it has good support. The handlebar has a nice bend to it. I like that you can roll the handlebar forward or aft really easy, but I like the OE position. I like the quality of the controls. I'm not a big chrome guy, but the fit and finish of the brake lever and the hydraulic clutch lever, everything feels real precise. Everything feels real synchronized. A lot of motorcycle manufacturers make these heavyweight V-twin cruiser style bikes, but where BMW really differentiates itself is in the synchronization between the controls. The brake lever, the clutch lever, the gear shifter, the throttle, it's all very easy to overlap and use and has a good amount of feel. I'm a motorcycle rider who lives and dies by feel, and if the vehicle I'm operating has a lot of it, I'm a happy fella. Styling on this motorcycle. We already talked about the beautiful engine, but I just love this motorcycle. This thing's a looker. Every time I get gas and fill up the 4.2 gallon fuel tank on this thing, someone stops by me and they're like, what the heck is this bike? It looks like an old bike, but new. There's not a lot of other cruiser style motorcycles that you ride where people literally stop you while you're pumping gas and be like, this motorcycle looks old, but it's new. BMW Motorrad stylers really nailed it on the aesthetics of this motorcycle. This thing is a rolling piece of jewelry. I don't really get excited by how bikes really look aesthetically very often, but I really enjoy riding this bike. Now, the R18 Classic differentiates itself from the R18 with that smaller front wheel, with this fixed windscreen. This fixed windscreen is you have to have it. I love windscreens. I love the comfort. I love that bugs go up and around me. I love the cocoon that this windscreen offers. I also like these fixed saddlebags. These saddlebags look really good. I can put all my doodads and my groceries and my stuff. So this bike is more capable as an errand runner. You know, I'm a Southern California motorcyclist. I don't really like driving cars. I like riding bikes, and I like to put my stuff in my bike that adds a greater degree of functionality to these vehicles for the modern man. This vehicle is outfitted with BMW's up-spec premium package, which adds IMU powered cornering headlamps. The select package also included on this bike has cruise control and heated grips. I really like these features. They just make this motorcycle much more fun and easier to ride after dark. The premium package also includes reverse. That's right, this motorcycle has easy to use electronic reverse. You shift the knob on the bottom of the left side of the bike into reverse. It'll reverse via push button electronic reverse. Very easy to use, very slick. At the end of the day, would I spend my $24,015 as tested on this R18 Classic? I'm not a big cruiser guy, but if I was looking for a heavyweight cruiser, I would definitely consider this bike. Yes, it has a little bit limited rear suspension travel, but this thing just looks so awesome. It sounds so awesome. And with the addition of the windscreen and the saddlebags, it's a much more practical heavyweight cruiser. Well, folks, that's a wrap from our BMW R18 Classic first ride review. Make sure to log on to motorcyclistonline.com. That's where all of my content lives. We've tested tens and tens and tens. I think we're up to 60 or 70 bikes this year already. So check us out online at that domain. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please thumbs it down if you didn't. We love to hear from our negative fans out there, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in today.